Welcome back to another exciting episode of The Brad Show. I'm Brad Stefani, your host, and we have a lot going on in this episode. I mean, it's going to be figuratively really long. This long. Thank Ashley for helping us out last week, and she's also helping us out this week, too. And next week, we have another new cast member, and I'm sure after that, we're going to throw somebody else in the mix. We're always going to have interesting people for all of you to view. So keep watching The Brad Show. Let's get started. We don't have a lot of time to spare. I know I don't, and I don't want to waste time. Let's, roll that opening thing. Now Steve rants. We know Steve can throw a good rant up there all the time. And he's talking about Wisconsin weather and how we just hate the cold that we live here. Shouldn't we be used to it by now? Because Steve said so, and like I always say, Steve, we want to know why.
Hey, Brad Show viewers, what's up? It's Steven, and I'm here with another segment of 'Cause Steve Said So. Now, you guys are probably looking in the background, and you're wondering, why is everything flipped? Why is the door on this side of the screen, and why are the pictures on this side? Well, I was fiddling with my webcam's recording settings the other day, and I found out that everything was mirrored for some reason. The image was flipped. My door has always been to my right, every time when I record from this position. It's just that the webcam, for some reason, always did a mirror, and I noticed it obviously in my screen, but I didn't know what caused it, so there was really nothing I could do with it. So I fixed that, and I think I like it better this way. Everything looks more accurate. Anyways, I'm here to talk this week to you guys about something else. That's obviously not my webcam settings. While watching Amber's rant from the first week of the Brad Show, well, the first new week of the Brad Show, obviously not all the way in the past, she was complaining about snowbirds who come to Florida in the wintertime and seem to mess with everything. Well, I'm going to instead talk about the people who live here in Wisconsin and don't like the cold. This is Wisconsin, people. It's cold here in the wintertime. Get over yourselves. You don't like the weather here, as I have said it many times. Move to Florida, move to California, move to Mexico. I don't care. Just don't stay here in Wisconsin and complain about the cold. I just don't understand it. It's cold here. You shouldn't understand that. It's below freezing outside most of the time. Get over it. And then these are the same people in the summertime, when it's 90 degrees outside, that they'll complain it's too hot. Personally, I like it when it's 60 all year round, but you don't hear me complain when it's below 0 or when it's above 90. Okay, maybe I'll complain when it's above 90, but I'm a very warm person. Anyways. And furthermore, just the other day when I was recording this, we had 50-degree weather. We went up from mid-20s to the 50s. And people were complaining it was too warm outside. What? First you're going to complain that it's too cold. Now you're going to say it's too warm? What? Ah! Why? People complaining just drives me nuts. They don't like it when it's like this, but when it's like this, they don't like it either. And when it's in the middle, they complain that it's not either or. Make up your minds. Honestly. Oh, my poor head. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this new rant of mine. If you have your own opinion to say on this, say something in the comments of the video below. You can always also tweet me at 'Cause Steve Said So on Twitter if you want to have your own opinion. Or email me at 'Cause Steve Said So at yahoo.com if you want a suggestion for something you want me to rant about. So, I'll leave it up to you guys.
Awesome rant as always, Steve. Next, we move on to Ashley. Do it yourself with Ashley. Last week it was mini purses. This week, it's some face cream. You're going to want to check this out.
Hey guys, thank you for not fast forwarding my segment, and most importantly, welcome back to the Brad Show. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a do-it-yourself cream blush, preferably like a cheap or like drugstore or just maybe even like the dollar store, honestly. Like if it's not like that pigmented, or you just would rather have a cream blush, or rather than going out and buying it, you can make your own. So I'm just going to show you how I made this cream blush, and honestly this color is extremely pigmented. Like, check that out. Like, that is just absolutely crazy. So I recommend just taking your makeup brush, lightly dab it in, because you don't want to have like clown cheeks or anything. So just lightly dab it in and you'll have this cream blush for a long time. I know I'll definitely be wearing this. I'm going to be making more. I'm going to be making some more like lighter pink colors. Now this color here is like perfect for the fall and winter time, but for the springtime I definitely want my makeup to last longer, and I know powdered products tend to like wear away. If you put in a primer to make it last longer, you'll definitely be able to have your blush last a lot longer during the hot months to come. So I'm going to stop blabbing away and I'll just let you guys see for yourself in the video. So for this cream blush, you are going to need a blush of your choice that you really don't care about and you don't wear that often, and that you wouldn't mind putting this into a cream blush because this is very inexpensive. This is a NYX blush. You're going to be needing some sort of primer. This is the Maybelline Baby Skin. This will just help it like last all day and it won't sink into your pores or anything like that. So I got this from the drugstore. So the last product is Miracle Oil. I got this from Ulta. You can probably get any type of oil from like CVS or the drugstore. The oil will just help the powder not stick to your dry patches. If you're a person that has really dry skin, this will definitely help you out. And petroleum jelly. So here I just laid down a towel so it doesn't get my table all dirty. And I also have a piece of paper right here. And you're just going to be taking the blush and just going to scrape the blush just to get it all crumbly. So here I just cleaned out the compact. So I just, washed it under water. And I also just chopped up the blush into little pieces, just little fine powder. I'm now going to be squirting my primer in here. This isn't exact measurements, I am just, winging it. And now I'm going to take a few drops of the Miracle Oil. And I am now going to mix it all together. We are also going to be adding our petroleum jelly. So once we have it all mixed up, we are going to be taking our new cream blush, putting it in the compact. This looks so weird, but honestly, it'll turn out really nice. And just smooth it out. So I tried to smooth it out as best as I could. And now I'm just going to be cleaning the sides. And your cream blush just needs to go into the freezer for about a few hours, but I am going to be putting this in overnight. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please comment and subscribe to The Brad Show, and we'll love to be hearing from you soon. Talk to you guys later.
Now Matt's going to give us our daily week of facts. 3 interesting facts from Matt Facts as always. I know saying that 10 times fast versus saying sports chat with Matt, well, maybe in the future. We'll see what happens. But until then, Matt's going to continue giving us all the facts that we need to keep our weeks, factual. Let's check it out.
It's that time again for Matt's Facts. Here we go. Before Pixar settled on Toy Story, other names that were suggested included Made in Taiwan, Moving Buddies, and Toys in the Hood. Could you imagine your little brother or sister saying, "Mom, can I watch Toys in the Hood, please?" No, you can't. Next, the Retina display found on Apple's iPad is actually manufactured and supplied by Samsung. The irony of this fact just blows my mind. It really does. Finally, a bag of Skittles contains about 50% of your daily recommended vitamin C. Kids, you didn't hear that one from me. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good week.
Longest standing segment on the Brad Show in the history of our show. Since episode 1, he's been doing this, and he gives some great advice, so let's listen to see what he has for this week. Al, take it away.
There we go, now I can see things. Hello, welcome to the Brad Show. Specifically the segment of Al's advice. Specifically, me in a bathrobe with like 9 o'clock shadow. Not even 5, like 9 o'clock. So, this week's topic is going to be a little bit short, but it's going to be to the point, and one reason why I'm so late in bringing this. Today's topic is on procrastination and on getting things done at the proper time. Yeah, sorry, Brad. But, so, here's my little tips. Let's say you've got something to do. Say you get something from class that's not due for 2 weeks. Say a bunch of math work, for example. Like me. I get 80 some odd problems, but you have like 2 weeks to do everything. And the actual segments of the homework are coming in chunks. I should say not the segments of homework, but the parts of the book that correspond to the homework are coming in chunks. So like you've got one chunk, and then the next class you'll have another chunk. So you don't have to do them all at once if you don't want to. Or you can wait and then do them once you actually have all the material. That's my problem. I will sometimes wait until I have all the material and then just go, and try to do everything all at the same time. That doesn't work. Or at least it doesn't always work. It sometimes works for me. I'm not saying it should work for you. Don't do that, kids. It's bad. So, it'll work for me sometimes because I guess I have ADHD, so I guess I can really, really make myself focus if I need to. But otherwise, generally, that's not a good thing. If you have something to do in chunks, do it in the chunks. Get that chunk over with. So that way you can say, okay, I'm done with this piece. I can't do anything else until this next piece comes, but I'm already done with this piece, so I can relax. Why is it getting dark? Instead of going to, at the end and going, okay, I know everything. Except now I've got this and this and this and this and this. All due in like 4 days. Yeah, a little mini heart attack there. Anyway, don't procrastinate. Because then you rush to do that. You might not do as good of a job on it. Or you may forget other things that you're supposed to be doing or not have time for them. Such as, I wanted to hang out with someone, but it's like, okay, I've still got this stuff to do, so I can't really do that yet. Yeah, not fun. Or like this segment, I was busy with math and things and stuff, so I didn't have time to record it until 11 o'clock on a Thursday. I'm supposed to be due on a Friday. Bad. Anyway, yeah, that's my advice of the week. Don't procrastinate. Do things when you have the opportunity to do them, instead of waiting until you have everything and then trying to do it all at once, because it'll work out easier for you. Plus, if you do things in chunks, then in your off time, you can actually go back and say, you know what, I think I should fix this now that I know more and actually have the time to work on it. Good handy. Anyway, that's my advice for the week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
And that's all the time that we have for in this episode. But stay tuned next week. We're going to throw somebody else in the mix. And, yeah, keep rolling from there, so you won't want to miss out. Like us on Facebook, searching The Brad Show, and subscribe to our YouTube channel below. We need all the likes and subscribers we can get. We want to keep this train rolling. So, I'm Brad Stefani, and I'm going to sign out right now. Yeah, have a good week, everybody. And for those of you, spring break's coming up, but I don't mind. Florida. Whoop, whoop.